Here we are again, once more, doing the thing that we do when we do it.
We do it when we do it?
Yeah.
Wow.
We do it when we do it. We do, and the thing is D&D.
Thanks for clarifying.
You're welcome. Alright. Last time, the party, after confronting Belladonna, refused to let her escape quite so easily. Stix and Arwen used Dimension Door to get to the surface, confronting Belladonna as she drained the life from several civilians in order to replenish her strength. Meanwhile, Klari, Neo, and Ethey used Ethey's word of recall to return to the church, alerting the paladins to the threat within the city and pursuing their friends. Belladonna was crafty, trying to escape from the party, who successfully held her down as she tried to fly off, until, just barely clinging to life, she broke free and flew off across the rooftops. Stix defending Arwen from the zombies she had raised from her victims, while Arwen desperately tried, in vain, to shoot her down. After things calmed down, while the Order of Salathiel searched the city, the party rested and recovered from their wounds. They were gifted a house, which used to belong to a wizard named Barnaby, and had been left in the care of Brienne until she found suitable adventurers to pass it along to. The modest cottage came with an automaton servant by the name of Chappie, as well as a few rare magical items passed down to the new owners. And this is where we pick things up, you guys having had a bit of a look around the house now, having got to know Chappie a bit. Chappie is currently in the kitchen, making you all some dinner.
Hell yeah.
While you have searched through and found a small amount of items. I can't remember whether Stix is still passed out in the garden having a nap, or whether he came inside to look for things. But either way.
We went into the
I think he did come inside.
library.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yes. Because you'd found a handful of items. Oh yes, because Stix found the spearhead Hilvadri, and was able to recall its history. You also found some other things: a staff, a cloak, some boots, and a ring.
Indeed.
Do
You
we
don't get-
know what any of those things do?
New. The cloak was very dark and black, and quite voluminous, but seemed to sort of like have a lot of folds and stuff in it, so it hung hung neatly across your back. It wasn't trailing around. It just, when you sort of pulled it out, it would stretch quite a long way. The staff had fiery sort of motifs up it. Yeah, and then you had some boots.
And a ring.
And a ring. But neither of those had much ornamentation to them.
Should we think about going to like a magic shop or something and getting these checked out
Yeah, that's a good plan.
at some point? I am still concerned, however, that we're not entirely sure that what has been happening to this city is done.
Mm.
We're not 100% sure that it was Belladonna doing this thing, or whether it was, or if she just happened to be down there as well.
Mm. What's like
Or
the
even
time?
that was the thing, we just need to
It is late afternoon at the moment, pushing into evening. The shadows have started to lengthen, and the sky has, gone from blue towards orange.
How long do you have to do a long rest for?
8 hours.
Okay.
I'm pretty much tapped out. Basically,
Yeah.
I lay on hands. We've taken care of Belladonna.
Mm.
We could. I mean, if we're fairly confident that she's the only dangerous thing down there, then I'm happy to go down there now and make sure that's done before the night comes. Because I'm sort of on two sides of it. So on the one hand, if that she was the big thing down there, making all these undead go crazy, then great, she's dealt with. And we should just go make sure and maybe look around that area and see if there's anything interesting. If not, then, we could either stay here and rest now, and then the guards have to survive another night of undead coming back. Or we go potentially get messed up because we don't have any spells.
I think we rest and let them see if there's any more undead. Because only kind of like 1 or 2 people died before. Right?
Mm-hmm. It definitely wasn't masses. The masses were because of those whites that came from thingy. Balsam's army and came from here. Actually, no, those whites did come from here, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
And then people, it's actually quite a lot of people died, but I'm sure we'll be fine.
I don't think we're going to be any use to anyone in the state that we're currently in.
Yeah.
So I think it's best to have a rest.
Yeah, you're probably right. Would we, do you think, JJ, be able to get to like a magic store with some of these items this evening, or would that be a tomorrow thing?
Potentially, yes.
If I hopped on Elvis and we took a stroll some a bit faster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could probably catch somewhere, before it closes down.
Okay. So assuming we finish that sort of 1 hour nap time, chill out time, hanging around. I'd like to take some of this stuff. Don't know if anyone wants to come with. Back to that magic shop I went to where that woman, we caught that woman on the way to the big sort of festival.
Mm-hmm.
She showed us some stuff. I'd like to go back there and see if there's anything.
You also head to see Bistina at Morgrin's Magical Miscellany.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you head across the city. You find there. She's sat inside at the desk, reading from quite a large book. But as you walk in, she closes it in. She's got a heavy, thick leather cover and just puts it on a shelf underneath the counter. And sort of leans forward. What can I do for you all?
Ah, hello. We have a couple of questions and a couple of items that we'd quite like to see if you could take a look at. Are you able to identify items?
Yes, indeed. That is within my skill set. There's a small fee per item, but of course, as it
Awesome.
takes up a small amount of my magical potential each day. But
awesome. Yeah. We've got a couple of items. So it was a ring.
Mm-hmm.
I know the spear has to be like tempered by a blacksmith, basically. So that's like useless to me right now, right? As far as
the spear is damaged and needs magical repair.
Yeah, but like the spearhead, rather.
Yeah, the spearhead. Yeah.
Okay. And it was. I can't remember if there was anything else. There was a ring.
Cloak.
Yeah,
boot.
ring, cloak, boots, and staff.
Yes, I remember. Yes, I remember these now. Yeah, ring, boots, cloak, staff, in that order.
Okay.
I'll give them.
She takes each one in turn. She casts Identify on it, and you learn that you have a ring of protection, boots of elven kind, cloak of the bat, and a staff of fire. Which, if I can find the right book, I can tell you what they all do. So, ring of protection is nice and simple. +1 to AC and +1 to all saving throws to whoever attunes to it. Boots of elven kind, I believe off the top of my head, give advantage on stealth checks. But, yeah, Boots of Elvenkind are not an attuned item, but yes, they give you advantage on stealth checks
I feel like they need to go to Neo.
that rely on moving silently.
I'd rather say Neo or me.
Oh yeah, because you've got.
Well, I know you're very
dumb.
stealthy. Clary doesn't need advantage on stealth. She just
No,
rolls a 20
she's all
when
right.
she wants.
No, Stix doesn't wear heavy armor.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're just loud.
I have proficiency in stealth, but it's only a +6. So like it's good, but if
Whereas
we're
Neo
going
has disadvantage
Neo has disadvantage.
and a +1, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
that boy.
Anyway, you guys
So-
can figure that one out. The next up, we have the Cloak of the Bat, is an item that also requires attunement. While wearing this cloak, you have advantage on dexterity stealth checks as well. In an area of dim light or darkness, you can grip the edges of the cloak with both hands and use it to fly at a speed of 40 feet. If you ever fail to grip the edges of the cloak while flying this way, or if you are no longer in dim light or darkness, you lose this flying speed. While wearing this cloak in an area of dim light or darkness, you can use your action to cast Polymorph, transforming yourself into a bat. While you are in bat form, you retain your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores. The cloak cannot be used this way until the next dawn.
Okay, I'm just saying, if Clary puts that on, is Clary Batgirl?
She's gonna be an owl bat.
Owl Bat! The menacing Owl Bat. Citizens crying in fear. Oh no, criminals in fear, sorry. Not
I'll be
citizens.
able to see like 280 feet or something if I got all in the darkness and literally be a bat.
Yeah.
Well, can I wear the goggles and be a bat? Where's this tiny bat with these big goggles?
Well, I've already got a cloak that I quite like, so I'm good for a cloak.
And finally the staff, which is a staff of fire. Where is S in this section?
And I think that's probably going to Arwen.
I do like fire.
You do like fire. Your staff of fire requires attunement by a druid, sorcerer, warlock, or wizard.
That's me.
Yep. You have resistance to fire damage while you hold this staff. The staff has 10 charges. While holding it, you can use your action to expend 1 or more charges to cast the following spells from it, using your spell save DC. Burning Hands, 1 charge. Fireball, 3 charges. Wall of Fire, 4 charges. The staff regains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn. If you expend the last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the staff blackens and crumbles to cinders as it is destroyed.
No.
And those are your
Okay.
items.
I love that, but do we trust Arwen with Fireball?
I have a flaming animal
This is true.
that I
But-
can just make teleport wherever I want.
Yes, but this is a massive Fireball. You know, I'm assuming this is like 3rd level Fireball. Big boom. Yeah, fuck it, you know.
Pretty please.
I mean, I'm not
good.
sure, but yes, you can have it. But one innocent person gets put on fire, and that's it.
Okay.
Staff's gone.
Fine.
One is person set on fire, and we send it to Piper.
Hell no.
I'm not sure Piper can attune to it.
Oh, was Bards not included?
I
That's sad.
think it was sorcerers, wizards, druids. There was something else.
I think I'm the only person who.
You're the only person in the
Can.
party, I believe, that can attune to it at the moment.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, druids, sorcerers, warlocks, wizards. So it could go to Helena.
Woohoo!
Yeah, you do one nasty thing with it, and it's going straight to the Shadowfell. Somehow.
Is that a better idea?
You do one bad thing with it, it's going to the worst person you've ever met.
I don't know. I like to think we've met some murderers and killers and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, that bitch you screamed into our minds for 10 minutes on it. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, but now she has that hammer that whispers evil things at her.
Oh yeah, that's true. She's gonna pop back up again as some big bad villain, isn't she?
Oh, I really hope so.
That'd be fucking cool. Terrifying.
Surprise! I am the big bad guy. I am Balsam.
I was evil all along.
Guaranteed Neo is Balsam.
Oh
Yes.
god.
Boom. I'm calling it right now.
No.
Sorry. I know you're really a nice guy, but I do trust you. I'm joking. But if you are the bad guy, well, you've won. I can't kill you. Handsome.
Well, that's
Anyway.
yeah, Bisting is just like, oh, isn't that touching? Unless there's anything else, that will be 100 gold total for all 4 items.
That is fine.
Should we use the
The
party
bad
amount of
The
gold?
boss!
You buy it, item.
No, it's what we've already got.
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay, so the party fund only has 77 gold in it.
It's got 290.
Oh, does it?
Everyone's holding individual party funds.
I have the party bag.
Oh,
In my bag of holding is all of our stuff.
and I'm 77 gold richer.
You keep that for a rainy day.
No, tell you what, no, I will be nice. It was originally meant for a party fund. It'll be for the party fund. Stick that in the party fund. You now have 367 gold in it.
Thank you for doing the maths, because I was not about to do that. 300.
Mine
Minus
is-
100.
267 gold. Boom. Look at that.
There we go.
Do I get the back thing?
You want the bat thing?
Does if anyone else wants the back?
I
Not
vote
really.
for Larry getting the bat thing.
Yeah, I can be down for Flurry getting the bat thing. That sounds good.
I don't think Clary can get this spell, but I really want her to get spider climb, just so she can stealthily crawl across the ceiling and then fly down like a bat.
Yeah, there's a spell called Spider Climb, and you can get it. And you could theoretically beat Batman and Spider-Man.
Oh my god, I like stealthily just crawl up a wall and jump onto people's heads.
Yeah, I really want you to get it, just so that can happen. Because with your stealth, no one's ever gonna suspect you on the ceiling.
Wasn't
I have a
there
question.
4 of you a second ago? There's like,
I have a question.
Vis-a-vis.
Vis-a-vis. Yeah, I thought Viviana for a minute. I thought that was it. Don't know where I got yeah, I thought that was way too fancy. Would there be something such as that in an item? Because I know you don't have much spell casting power. Your spell slots are quite vital. You need to use them correctly. Would there be an item, perhaps some form of, I don't know, belt or boots or braces or something of spider climbingness?
Let me...
Sticky hands or sticky feet.
Sticky feet. Just like Wallace and Gromit with the trousers.
Yeah!
He walks up the side of the building.
Yeah! I read this great poem once called Gent.
Pardon?
Stix read a great parchment once called Tarantula Gent.
Ah.
Such a good one.
The Tales of Tarantula Gent, yes.
Yes.
Why am I imagining wearing a top hat?
Indeed, yes.
He's really hairy. Oh no.
Really hairy guy wearing a top hat that sticks to walls. It's just constantly you.
Oh no.
It's your bachelor gent. It's your friendly neighborhood tarantula.
No.
No. He's got a little walking cane, waistcoat, and everything.
Pocket watch.
Yeah. He's not actually like a crime-fighting person. He's just a really hairy, very fun who walks on walls.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, so.
Look, hold on, there's that, but I believe there's something. Where are those gloves as well? Actually, just remember. Tarantula gent. Oh, the gloves are missile snaring, but they have spidery patterns on them.
There is actually a set called the Boots of Spider Climbing.
Not according to this.
Oh,
There may be,
Oh, no,
but I haven't found it.
it might be Slippers of Spider Climbing.
Yeah, I found those ones.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, there's no boots. There are. Yeah, but yes, indeed, such an item does exist.
Do you happen to sell it?
Well, let me just check my inventory. Who would like to roll a d100?
Me. Actually, no. That's a bad idea. No.
Alright, I feel like it's Clary. It's for Clary to control. I feel like
Okay.
Clary should. So she now has advantage, can turn into a motherfucking bat, can fly, and can climb on walls. Maybe.
Well, this is just to see whether or not she has them. So she pulls out another book from the kind of stuff going through. Yes, I do in fact still have a pair of them. They are quite difficult to make, so they are reasonably pricey.
What?
They will set you back 5,000 gold pieces.
Oh my lord! Well. That's a lot of money, guys. Not quite sure I can foot the bill for that.
Oh, yeah.
You have less than me.
Yeah, really much.
Unless you can sell anything.
Yeah, no, wait, go back. Like what? Maths. You're doing maths.
Yes. I don't think I have anything I can sell. Really. No. I got nothing.
Do I have anything I can't see?
Got platinum tiara there.
Ah, yes, my tiara. Can I see how much this is worth?
Mm-hmm.
One plat.
You can try to...
No.
Yeah, she takes it from you. Did I write down how much this costs? I believe I wrote down how much worked out this cost. Let's check were you down in those crypts? So she looks at the tiara and goes, This doesn't appear to be magical in nature. You might have... I can take it off your hand for a couple of 100 gold if you're looking to make a quick sell, but you might have better luck at a jeweler's per se, who'd be more interested in a piece like this. If it's not magical in nature, it doesn't really interest me much, unless I can get it for cheap and then enchant to, reduce the investment when I come to enchant something. A fine lady might enjoy an enchantment on this to, something subtle to maybe reduce a blemish or something like that upon her skin, a small, illusion as such.
Yes.
I feel like I might take it to jewels then. Do I know if there's any jewelers around here?
I don't believe you... I can't remember. I don't think you specifically visited jewelers.
No, I doubt it.
No. I don't think we have, no.
Stix did buy a couple of rings at one point.
I
and have
did.
them engraved.
Ah. Yes.
I mean, oh yeah. So I could tell you where that one is. Tell you what, we'll put that one on the wish list, and at the very least, we know. Like, could we have it set aside for us? Like almost with like a promise to come and buy it one day. Please, can we put down a holding fee for an indeterminate amount of time?
Well, not for an indeterminate amount of time, but I will hold it for. I'll hold it for 2 weeks for you.
Excellent.
I'll hold it for 2 weeks for nothing. Of course. If you wish to make any sort of part payment or anything like that, we can potentially extend it. If at that point you then decide not to purchase the item, then I will return your holding fee to you in full.
Could do that. Like pay for part of it now and then half of it later. I think you've got like 1,600 gold. Put down like 1,000 now.
I think we'll leave it for 2 weeks.
Yeah, leave it for 2 weeks for now, and then
We may come back and extend it.
yeah.
No problem. Yeah, he takes out her ledger and makes a note next to the item in there on the same page.
So while you're looking at your ledger, I've been looking into a way of making myself a little bit beefier, a little bit more able to take a hit, to raise, my personal constitution, as it were.
Yeah.
Would that be something you have had? I've heard tales of warriors who have great ones, and I think there's no way they can naturally have those. Maybe there is a magic item of sorts that could aid me in attaining.
I have also been making notes on this actually for Doc. So I have a few of these. You're looking to make yourself more durable.
Indeed.
See, she sort of looks
Like a
you up
dwarf. Or something. I've heard they're very durable people.
Indeed, the dwarves.
People.
Indeed.
Hey, they
dwarves-
are! Have you ever seen a broken dwarf?
Indeed, the dwarves are indeed very hardy folk. They come with a certain amount of innate natural ability. I personally myself hold a private theory that it's all the fumes from those unsafe mining conditions that just gives them an unnatural level of endurance that is surely not healthy for anyone, but that's by the by.
Yes.
Yes. Well, where is my other Well, if you were looking to make yourself more durable, there is certain protections you can employ. Where is it? There, I have a. I know I have in stock a magical tattoo that essentially turns the skin into an armor-like substance. It is slightly negated by the strain of wearing armor over the top, but so there is a tattoo of a barrier tattoo, essentially, which, while attuned, can give you a base AC of 12 plus Dex, 15 plus Dex, or 18 plus Dex, depending on the variant.
I'm assuming I would have nowhere near the amount of money for the 18 plus Dex.
That's just 18 flat, not 18 plus Dex.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's like medium, and heavy. So heavy you get no Dex, medium you get plus 2 Dex, or maximum of plus 2 Dex, and light you get maximum Dex. But you're not wearing any armor. There is also, as you say, such an item exists as a belt of dwarven kind or an amulet of health. The dwarven belts are different. They do not just affect your health. They give you, as you say, they can convey upon you the benefits of some of that come with some natural dwarven lineage.
Would you happen to either have one of these and can tell me the cost, or know the cost of one of these wherever it may be found?
Yeah, I'm using sane magic items for these pricings, so I'm just trying to search around the document for those.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, let's see. Roll. We'll do this the same way, basically. Roll D100 first for the belt, and then for the amulet. I should do the same.
Exactly. Oh no, that was as Clary, but exactly 50
Okay.
for one roll, and 29 for the other one. So the top one's for the belt, second one's the amulet.
It's like starts flicking through. It's like, unfortunately, I had one last week, but it has been sold. I have 2 variants of the tattoo. If you were interested, they are quite expensive as well.
So is that both of them have been sold? Both the barrier and the but both the amulet and the
unfortunately, I had one of the belts until quite recently, and it is sold. The amulet I have not personally encountered.
Then I think I'm okay for the minute. I rather like my armor. Not a fan of trusting these wizardly magics to protect me. For hardy armors and such to protect me. Natural leathers from the wild. They protect the beasts. They're good enough for them. They're good enough for me, as they say.
Indeed. If you were interested in the belt, you might be able to reacquire it from the owner. There was a dwarf went by the name of what did he say his name was again? Ardrick, I think he said. I think it was Ardrick. Yes, I believe he said he went by the name of Ardrick. Blacksmith and crafter, or travelled a long way to to the city and to participate in the crafts, and was looking for a final piece or a final touch to set off his collection. He said,
Do you know where I might find this person?
The thingy at the show fair.
Oh, right. Wait, have we met an Ardric?
No, but the fair is going on at the moment.
Oh, yes, of course. If he's doing a thing to complete his show, then yeah, he'll probably be there.
What day
Okay.
is the armor day?
will be days 5 and 6 are armors and arms.
So it's tomorrow, because we're day 4.
I believe so, yes.
Excellent. We can go find Ardric tomorrow.
Absolutely. And acquire his thing legally this time.
Sure.
Sure. We'll decide when we get there.
Yeah.
See how much.
See how nice.
If he's a dick, then maybe. I joke. If he's a dick, we'll just ask him impolitely. But still, I'm joking. If it's his thing, then we can't steal it. Damn, I wish I was a oath breaker. Well, thank you very, very much. You've been very, very helpful. Once again, hope you have a lovely day. Unless there's anything
Enjoy
else.
the rest of your evening.
Yeah, cool. We'll see you later. Okay, so we have a ring to give out. Who would like the ring? Anyone? I think it was like, what was it? +1 to AC and then plus
AC in all saving throws.
saving throws.
Yeah, a ring of protection.
Now, I obviously would love the AC. I'm a tanky boy, and that would give me, well, what would that give me? That would give me 18 natural AC and 20. So I'd be basically like I was back when I had that fancy wooden armor. However, I also naturally have bonuses to all of my saving throws, and you guys don't unless you're within 10 feet of me and or Neo.
True. I mean, the thing that I got is quite powerful, so I'm happy for Klari to have it because.
Have you had anything yet?
No, we've got the Boots of Elvenkind, which I believe we said we're going to go to Neo, so we no longer have disadvantage on stealth.
Okay.
But I like that plan. Because at least then he's got like a decent chance of actually being stealthy when we need. And then there's just this ring, and I haven't had anything yet. But I don't. If it benefits the whole group to have, for someone else to have this ring, then they can take it. Otherwise, I'll happily take it. But what are everyone's like saves like basically? Particularly things like wisdom or anything like that. I mean, a +1 isn't necessarily going to be like the most massive change, but it might,
What +1 to all saving?
Yeah. So your charisma would be 0, your strength would be 2, your dexterity would be 10, intelligence would be 8,
And what is it?
con would be 2. It gives you a +1 to armor class, which actually
Either
your
higher
armor class is 17.
Mm-hmm.
What's your armor class 17? Oh yes, good job, 7. Yeah, you got the braces, and oh yeah, so you would have 18 AC, which is pretty good for a rogue.
I don't mind.
Then you can turn it into a bat and fly.
It's going to be nice to have a higher strength. For my dex and intelligence. So.
Yeah, and generally you can like evade shit.
I say I get
Anyway, with your AC.
bonuses with dexterity saves anyway.
Yeah.
And armor class wise, it's quite hard to hit very. So.
And even if you do, you just uncanny dodge it.
Exactly. So
What about you, Arwen? How's your AC?
I mean, I'm very squishy, but it's fine.
Yeah. You got 15 AC.
Yeah.
15 AC.
What armor
Yeah.
have you got?
Studded leather.
You got leather or studded leather?
I think it's studded leather. But I don't know.
That just
You don't-
says leather. in your
Oh, it says
inventory,
leather, so probably just leather then.
which I believe is leather is 11 plus dex.
Yeah.
So you could get an upgrade.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you only have leather, why don't we go out and buy some studded leather right now? It's really good. Then we'll be the studded leather crew. Except for Neo. But, you know,
I think Clary's is like magic or something.
I don't think so.
No, Clary doesn't have studded leather armor. She has those braces.
Oh, yeah, you have the braces
which
of
give me
defense.
the same thing with studded leather.
Yeah,
Without having to.
yeah. Okay. So,
Yeah, because AC without is
10 plus dex.
yeah.
But, yeah, she has 12. You have 11 plus dex. But, if you want, we can go get you some studded leather. It doesn't cost too much, I don't think.
No.
It's an extra +1.
Bog standard studded leather is very cheap.
Yeah.
If you wanted to
So
invest in some other,
We'll think on the ring for now. Because, like I said, I'm happy having it. Obviously, might benefit someone. But then, you know, it's +1 saves. It's not. And it would make me the super tank. Well, not super tank. I would-
Cheap as chips.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Let's go.
Go on. Yeah.
Nice
Sort of
outfit montage.
a.
well, you can either get some bog standard,
Montage.
some like very very basic studded leather, which will run you 45 gold, or you can look at what's on show tomorrow
Ooh, yeah, no.
Oh,
no
that's
way.
a good idea.
and try and buy
Because
some.
That's a good plan.
Oh yeah, because we could be arguing over AC, but like, you know, tomorrow some guy could show up with some like super badass like plate armor which doesn't need, doesn't hinder your dexterity, and anyone can wear it, and we'll be like, oh shit, that's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
While we're on the way back to our house, how cool. Can I go
Well-
past the jewelers just to see if they care about this tiara?
Unfortunately, by the time you've had all these discussions, everywhere's kind of like pretty much shut at this point. You kind of snuck in a lot. By the time she'd identified 4 items and looked up a few others and stuff like that, it's just
You know that video of the lady at the door of a bus going, "Whoa." It's me. Have you not seen that?
at the door of a bus.
Whoa.
Can't have.
No.
Wait, that's not like a.
No.
Oh
At
my
the
god.
door of a bus.
Yeah, I think it's a bus. Pretty sure it's a bus. Lady at door of bus. I mean, it's really irrelevant, but like you're
Yeah.
currently reading something, so
That's alright. It's alright.
While you're reading something, I'm just going to go grab the charger for the iPad so that. Die!
I mean, that's a horrible noise.
me at the door.
Unfortunately, there is no one there to let you in.
Oh. That's upsetting.
See, things in this document would be so much easier to find if I could spell pages. Which is great because it tells you the cost and it references the page in my lovely Dungeon Master's Guide. So
Yay!
It's just me.
There was a pee on my seat.
Oh, don't pee on the seat, Ben.
I knew that joke was coming. I knew it was coming.
Disgusting.
Huh? Your notebook. I swear to God, if I'm passing you this just for you to write that Ben peed on a seat. Pens. Listen to it.
Doesn't need to write that. I can't remember that.
Good point. Cool. We're on our way back. Everything's
Yep,
gutting.
you guys head back to
Yep.
your house. So, did you come up with a solution for the sleeping arrangements?
Oh, yeah, no, we didn't do.
In the garden. No, I don't have to be in the garden. I don't know.
To remind you of the situation, there is a master bedroom which has a double bed in it, and there is another bedroom that has 2 singles.
Me and Klari can top and tail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Sweet. All right.
Okay.
Neo.
You arrive back in. The sun has set, not set, but is dipping down. By the time you walk back across the city, below the walls, a little bit casting the streets in shadow. A few lanterns and lights inside people's homes have started to be lit. Lighted? Lit?
Have
Lit.
Have been
Been lit.
have been lit. Yes.
Are being lit.
Are being lit.
What?
Yeah.
It's well lit.
God.
As you enter back through the door, the delicious smell of baking bread and cooking meats reaches your noses, and heading on into the kitchen, you can see Chappie is still working away, now wearing a nice blue apron over their long spirally wire form.
Is it slightly frilly?
It is not, unfortunately.
Aww.
But yeah, and there is fresh baked bread on the table, and a large pot over the stove is still gently warming. They turn around and says, "Welcome home. Dinner will be ready soon."
Cool.
nice. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, so you can all enjoy a hearty meal before you head to bed that evening. Those of you who have selected items that require attunement, you can attune to those items ready for the next day. And you can all enjoy the benefits of a long rest.
Yay! So I'll top or bottom.
Oh, that's up to you. I don't mind.
Assuming you mean for bunk beds or some shit, but
Yeah, it was supposed to be a flirty joke.
I see.
That's your top.
I don't question that. I think would be a top.
Good thing Clary didn't have those boots though, because then she could just walk up to the top.
Weird.
That would be weird. We're not talking bunk beds anymore, are we? No.
Well, that's what bunk beds anyway. From what top of tail.
Oh, I see. Ben got very confused for a minute. So Neo. Top or bottom? I mean, left or right. Sorry. Left, right, or right then?
Whichever one's closest to the window.
Alright, fine. But you're going to have a lot of plants on that window. I'm sorry. It's just happening. And I proceed to go down to the wagon, which I'm assuming is parked up. Take all the plants from the wagon and I
Your
bring them.
wagon's wherever you guys left it. It's not at the house.
Okay, well then, on the way back from the house, I'm going to pick up the wagon with Elvis,
Okay.
and I'm going to take the wagon from wherever it was to our new house now.
I think it was at
And
the
then
hotel.
it was at
thing.
the
Tavern.
the
place.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because now we have a house, and I want flowers in my room.
Can't you just make more flowers?
Huh? I mean, I could do, but
So we're still going to use the wagon, aren't we?
Hell
yeah, I guess we'll use the wagon. Okay, I'll take half of them off, and then by the time everyone comes in the morning, it's like, so the room's basically a 50-50 split, and on my side there are like vines growing over the walls and plants and shit everywhere, and they stop at exactly halfway across the room. The Neo's side, which I'm imagining for Neo, is just very bare, and he's just got his armor and everything all neatly folded up, everything. And on my side, there's just like mud and leaves and shit. But like I'm really, but I'm like really respectful about it. So there's like a perfect like line,
a perfect dividing line, like when you get like when buildings cast shadows and you get like moss and stuff, but it just doesn't grow beyond the shadow line because it's not because it's always damp in the shadow.
Exactly. Except for the one thing that breaks the line is like some of the stuff that I've put on the windowsill. So I was like, Neo, the only color on your side is purple, and that doesn't count because that's you. So here's a plan. There you go. And that's my room. It's our room. Oh, and I get rid of the bed entirely, get the 2 bed sheets, tie them up to some vines on the wall, and then just make a big hammer.
So we don't really need to shed.
Not really, I wanted a hammer.
Okay, we drag that other bed from their room into ours, so we make it like a triple bed that we've got, so we can spread out a bit.
Yes. I like it, yeah.
Fantastic.
You can spread out a bit, but at one point you'll definitely wake up, both of you, just like spooning on the tiniest piece of bed on one side. Probably on the single one, just like
just on the
you know when you sleep in like a new place for the first time and like you just need some comfort, you know, just to make it feel normal.
Yeah.
But here's the question though: who's the big spoon and who's the little spoon?
I may be a top, but I am the little spoon.
Owen's the little spoon because she little spoons Hugo.
I was about to say.
So Hugo's the littlest spoon, and then there's Arwen, and then there's Klari. Although I imagine Arwen's taller than Klari, so Clary's just got a face full of like back and hair the whole night, and he's just constantly like rolling over and going, trying to blow Arwen's hair off her face, and Arwen's just like, shh.
Arwen spoons Hugo, and then Hugo can spoon Ruka.
Yes. I was thinking maybe the extra bed can just be for Hugo and Ruka.
So the spare bed is now Hugo and Ruka's bed.
Yeah, but it is still pushed up against ours. So
but you wake up in the morning and the blankets from this like single blankets from that bed have all been like dragged around, and they're all like in a big spiral, and in the middle is just like Hugo sort of like there, and Ruka like tucked in, and like the tail is like wrapped all the way around.
I like to think that somehow we wake up and they've taken up like 90% of this trip.
Oh yeah. Somehow this nest encapsulates all the blankets.
And me and like Neo are just like peering in, and I'm just like, and you said my hammock was weird.
This is not weird.
Adorable.
Exactly.
Just
adorable and weird.
Don't judge.
This is like how your dragons, how to train your dragon situation, where eventually there's going to be like dragons, but with feathers. Because you know how to train your dragon at the very end.
They have a little dragon owl babies.
Yeah. How cool would that be? Like a dragon owl.
That would be cute.
That'd be sick. Anyway, moving on.
Probably makes mental notes for start block.
Yeah, I've also just
young.
Yeah, Hugo's a child, so probably
and when
not.
he's a fully grown dragon, he might be a bit big.
Yeah, because Ruka would still just be an owl. That anatomy does
The
not.
gods love a trier. Magic works in mysterious ways. Magic finds a way.
No.
Klari,
Anyway.
you're a powerful wizard.
Yeah, I'm not taking part in this.
No.
So, the next day dawns. You go downstairs, and a breakfast is prepared for you.
And dish.
Is there bacon?
Yes, there is plenty of bacon.
Bacon. Yes.
So, what would you like to do?
Eat the bacon.
Eat the bacon.
Thank
You consume the bacon
Excellent. Thank
with
you.
gusto. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You have achieved bacon.
Oh,
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Eat more of the bacon.
How much bacon would you like to consume? With the gusto with which you are, and speed, as it seems, with which you are consuming, more bacon is applied to the pan to be cooked while this is going on.
Roll a con save for heartburn.
I mean, if you eat enough bacon,
not that much bacon.
not that much bacon.
Not
No.
quite that much bacon.
Just a good amount.
Okay,
Good.
but you take the opportunity to enjoy a well prepared and well cooked meal.
And free.
Not quite free. You
Wait, I have to pay him?
We
have
we
to
will
pay for
have
supplies eventually, otherwise the
Yeah, but it's
food will
not
run
yet.
out.
But right now it's free.
Right now it is
So
sort of
I'm
free.
eating it.
Hmm.
It's
And
like
when
the
it's
sort
not
of
free,
We'll see.
we'll see. Okay.
it's the sort of free when you're eating stuff in your house in the week. You know, it's free, but it wasn't free the other day when you went to Tesco and bought it.
Exactly.
We didn't buy this stuff, did we? Right
Oh
now,
no, yeah,
it's
we
what
didn't
was
know,
in
but we're gonna have to
house.
replace.
But eventually, what
But right now,
is free?
Is-
Free.
Good point.
and it might go off, so we need to eat it.
That's
This
really
is true. Right. Today's plans. Go and make sure that the underneath of the place is like sorted.
Hmm. Is that just a quick scout, like a in check?
I
No.
feel in good check, like good hard check of the place. Want to make sure no undead is spawned. Actually, probably find out from a guard, or well, we're going to the temple anyway. Why don't we just go to the temple and say, "Hey, were there any undead out last
Yeah.
night?" And then if there was, we go down there, sort out whatever motherfucking shit was down there, and then from there, I don't really know what we do.
Well, we need to go
Take
to the
I mean, yeah, we need to go to the festival place.
yes, absolutely.
But maybe we'll have a day where we don't kill anything. That's not
Can you
too
imagine?
bad. I know, be
When
weird.
was the last time that happened?
Mm.
I
To
don't
be fair,
know.
we didn't kill anything when we did the whole murder mystery thing.
Maybe not.
You
I don't
came
think
quite
we
close to
did.
killing someone.
Oh,
Yeah.
Owen did draw weapons on a guard.
oh yeah.
Maybe a day where I would throw a weapon on a guard. Now that would be even more surprising.
Oh, that's sorry. It's either draw a weapon on a guard or kill someone. Like you can't have it.
She's
Oh,
drawing a weapon.
See, they draw a weapon, and it's like, there's no other way. And then Arwen's mind is like, well, maybe there is another way, holding out her staff. It's that shot in the cartoon where you have a close up, and although there's no fire burning, there's just flames in the eyes of the character.
Technically, if I don't use fireball to do it, Stix can't take my staff away. So
No, I said if any innocent person gets set on fire, is what I
I
said.
think there was a very specific time where you said something about fireball. So
Hmm?
I
I
heard
said,
that.
are we sure we want to give Arwen fireball? And then I said,
Yeah.
okay, if you set any innocents on fire, we take it away from you and we give it to the evil in the Shadowfell.
See, it was in the same sort of paragraph as Fireball, so I'm assuming that that it's just
Okay.
from Fireball.
Okay.
You're assuming this, but you are wrong.
You know
But
what
you
happens
could-
when you assume.
What happens, happens. What will be, will be. I can't predict the future.
I
Just
can.
have to see.
We saved the world, but it's still in flames somehow.
It always will.
Jeez. Anyway, let's fucking go. Get this done.
Okay, so first destination, the church.
Also, would anyone mind if I had the ring?
Go for it.
Any bothered?
I mean, you might as well.
Fucking sweet.
Okay.
AC.
Yeah, you can attune to that over breakfast.
AC of 20. Get fucked up. Oh yeah.
I'm going to stand at the back for everything.
And you've got a bow, you know, and some
Exactly.
spells from range. So
Yeah. Pretty good.
okay. So you arrive at the church, and things seem as normal. Our admitted entrance, you know, to this, tall grey stone building with 2 spires at the end. Making your way inside, you can see everything looks normal. There's a few paladins walking around. There's a couple of people sat in pews and things like that, heads bowed. You head through the building, head out the back towards the chapel. Are you planning on notifying anyone why you're there, or are you just going to head straight on in?
We'll try and look for Sir Brienne or Lady Aoife.
Mm-hmm.
Basically just say, like, we want to talk to them if anyone approaches us.
Yeah. I mean, most people sort of have seen you around before. But yeah, you take a couple minutes to look around and ask around. You find Brienne in the study. She is looking through a bunch of papers and stuff like that. You can see her sword is on the wall behind her. She looks up at you and it's like, hello. What can I do? Is everything all right? I'm just going through all of this, really. Stuff from last night and from yesterday and everything.
Yes, everything's fine. We actually wanted to ask you if everything was all right. Obviously, last night yesterday we took on the what dwelled down in this place beneath the temple. Was there any undead incursions last night that we should know about? We're not entirely sure that we took care of the problem. We'd be interested to know.
Well,
You think it's
been through a number of reports, and most of them look okay. I don't recall hearing anything offhand, but I won't be until I check through all of these that we know for sure. It would be against the recent norm for there to have been no sightings last night, but as far what I'm looking at so far does seem to suggest that. However, whether that will remain, I have no idea. As you say, the entity was able to escape, so this could only be a momentary blip, or maybe she has fled for good.
I don't think she's coming back for a while.
Yeah, I definitely don't think she's necessarily coming back, but do we think that she was the thing? Was there some kind of artifact, maybe something deeper or something else down there that was causing? Because she didn't seem to have anything, like, to my recollection, she didn't have any, like, obvious artifact on her that was, like, very powerful. She had, like, wings at one point and she had claws, but I don't remember her having some glowing orb or some weird lantern or some strange artifact that we never picked up at the time. Do I?
No, she looked very. Other than the armor, which was ornate, she didn't seem to be carrying possessions of any kind, really.
Right. So there is a possibility that maybe it's been dampened and maybe it's gone. Maybe it's gone with her, or that potentially there is something down there which I don't know. Maybe she activated when she came back, when she awoke, and if it's something that can be activated and deactivated, then maybe it should be destroyed. I don't know. I still think maybe if you guys agree, we could just take one quick look down there and just make 100% sure, because we don't want to leave this place and then, or we don't want to like go to the thing this evening and everyone's all happy and jovial, and then all of a sudden more undead attack. So,
Yeah, yeah. That sounds like a good idea. We were. If it was all for just. She suggested just sealing it and leaving it, and she thinks the problem is out there. Personally, I think we need to fully close off the. Make sure everything is closed off, and if we can potentially bring in some of the builders with slightly more expertise, and if we can collapse I'm for collapsing things if that can be done safely without upsetting the foundations of things, to ensure that nothing remains. But Aoife seemed to think that was extreme, especially given the nature of the temple she believes is devoted to the goddess. But I'm inclined to agree with her. I think we need to be slightly more pragmatic in this instance.
okay. I was going to say, Arwen, could you do your undead sense?
Oh, yeah.
Because we definitely had pings when we were here last time. So I wonder if maybe that's potentially gone, and that could be pretty decent proof.
Also, what's his name? Neo's friend that we brought back here with.
Yes, I was just looking.
And is he still about?
That's another thing we can go look at as well. Yeah.
Because we brought him back here with
We did.
Simon or whatever the fuck his name was.
It's like yes, Andril is still here.
Is he alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic, or dead?
It's hard to tell. He is been given a room, and he just remains in that. I mean, haven't had a lot of opportunity to interact with him just yet. Trying to keep his existence relatively quiet for the time being.
Fair enough.
Let me. Yes, so it was. I think it was literally yesterday that. Or not yesterday. Now the day before yesterday. That you encountered St. Andrew.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Even though it's been a few sessions and a few weeks in our time.
Yes.
Can I do primeval awareness, please?
Yeah, you spend a spell slot, you cast Primeval Awareness. And yeah, for a mile around you, you don't get anything.
There's nothing.
We did it!
Oh, thank God. Right, let's go party.
Sweet. To the pub. Genuinely serious. If Ben can't day drink, Stix can. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll just kind of say, all right, well, I think that pretty much solves that. I would be interested to check up on Andril. Would you happen to be able to guide us to the room he was in?
Yeah, I'll show you where he is. So you're no longer intent on investigating down there.
I mean, do we think that was her? It was her place where she was buried, but she didn't take much with her. Do we think she has much down there? I mean, maybe a little bit of, gold or something like that, but probably best not steal from the dead.
I mean, I don't think she'll have anything down there because Neo and all of them buried her.
Oh, yeah, good point.
It wasn't like a burial, it was a stay in the ground and stay dead. Real.
Heal. Yeah, no, that's actually a very good point. So, yeah, no, I think we're okay.
Okay, well, follow me. I'll show you to St. Andrew. And she leads you to the barracks portion again. Leads you down a few corridors to a nondescript door. And she knocks on the door before entering. Inside, you can see what looks to be a fairly standard room. There's a bed and a small desk. Like a wardrobe and a chest as well for storing things. And there you see the still glowing bones of St. Andril just sat on the bed.
But he's still awake.
Yeah, is he awake? Can we go in and sort of wave hi?
Yeah.
Andril?
He stands up when you enter, turning to face you all. The glow sort of, continues to slowly pulse down the different rooms and things like that.
Okay, so that's confusing. I would have thought when she left, he would have gone. But at the same time, he's been brought back and he's a celestial. Or he was awoken, but we were assuming that because of his etchings and engravings, he came back as a celestial, not an undead. And therefore, do you think we'd need to put him to sleep again?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Christ.
What do they seem to think on the matter of Andrew?
So you ask Brienne. You asking Brienne or you asking Andrew himself?
No, I'll ask Brienne.
Well, we had a brief discussion. I had a brief discussion with Ethey and a couple of others when he was first returned. We believe that potentially he's it seems like that examining some of these runes, while they're not really my forte, but I've been told that some of them do pertain to this sort of protection, things like that, although they're very complex. No one seems to be able to fully understand them. Potentially they're just a product of their time, being so old and slightly different to the way things are done now. They're just not well understood. But undead operate in generally one of two ways. One is that requiring less power as undead are raised and they are tied to the necromancer that does it. but thus by destroying the necromancer, anything they have created is then destroyed with them. However, undead can also be created with more power and given more autonomy, and they can retain much more of themselves from when they were alive. They can become independent and intelligent creatures of their own.
Oh god.
It is
So-
possible, due to the nature of this, of whatever Andrel has, is that he was protected from being controlled and is now an independent creature of unknown origins, now all to himself. He certainly seems to think and feel and act independently.
So he's now just here, technically alive again.
But as a skeleton that can't talk.
Yeah, that's a tough deal. That is not nice. Okay. Well, I guess we'll ask Andrew, because we asked him before whether he wanted to be awake or die, didn't we? And no, we asked him why he thought he was alive. I don't think we ever asked him. I think I'll just go up and ask him, like, Andrew, do you wish to be put to rest? Or are you happy being alive again?
So he takes a moment to think, and turns again, showing you some of this runic scripture engraved into him, pointing to a couple of different pieces. And from the words of those passages, you get that you get rest when the job is done.
Okay.
Okay, so
What?
which job?
Yeah.
You get, he points to another bit, it says, evil walks the land.
Okay, so only when Balsam and all of them are killed, you will
Destroyed.
rest.
Rest.
Yeah, and this is the first time you've said, I believe you've said Balsam in his presence, at which point you can see him sort of, he like twitches and like he like sort of stamps his feet and his bones clack against the floor, and his posture changes, and even without facial expressions, you get the sense that he's now like angry. You know, he starts rapidly like pointing to like bits. It's like darkness, risen, failure. Where is the light, and those sorts of things. And you get the sense he's kind of frustrated that with his situation at this point. It's like he's struggling to really like work through things and like convey his meaning.
I mean, do you guys happen to have a parchment and pen? Could he write down this? Could he write down his feelings rather than just pointing to different words on his own body? I'll ask them to go grab one.
Yeah.
They've probably got some somewhere.
Paper and pen.
Yeah.
I assume Clary would have some.
Would Clary have some?
Yeah, I would say she writes in a notebook, so then it depends if she as well.
Yeah. All right, then, yeah, I'll say, Clary, can you
Clary.
use your notebook just for the minute and write something? What he's trying to say? Let him get some of this out.
Yeah. So he produced this for him to write on, and begins to write down. And the script is very clean. It's very smooth and flowing. But you can't understand the words that he's writing.
Neo.
There is almost like a Stix being the most religious. There is almost like a radiance to the words themselves, like a deeper meaning.
Oh, you can read languages with. Oh no, can you speak languages?
Oh my god,
You
no.
got that spell.
I can. Alright. It's so confusing how it works. I think I can understand him and he can understand me if.
Spell grants creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears. Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language and can hear the target understands what it says. You could try that.
Right, that's whatever.
Can you?
Yeah.
Can one of you read it, even if it's not in like a language you know? Just read it out and sound it out.
What languages does everyone speak? Just before I'm.
Because I think I'll be able to.
I speak Common, Elvish, Dwarvish, and Goblin.
He speaks Elvish.
Yeah.
I think that was what I didn't take.
I speak Common, Elvish, Dwarvish, Undercommon, Sylvan, Druidic, and Celestial.
How Arwen speaks all these languages when she can't read is.
Because I'm really good at this. I talk to people. I learn by talking. I don't know how to.
Is a real mystery of
You
creation.
learn to lie a lot of languages.
Mine just
I've
says
come across a lot
languages.
of people in my time.
I think.
And
I'm
I've
assuming
just
obviously one
worked out
I think
phrases.
Elvish and Draconic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is not a language that any of you.
What about
can
Lee
read?
or Brienne?
Read
Would
it
they
out.
be able to?
Sound out the words.
I mean, if I don't know the letters, I'm not going to know the words, am I?
Well, is it in normal letters? Is it not in normal letters?
It is not.
Oh no.
Can I cast tongues then and see if we can understand him? If we do that? He tries.
It would only be you.
Tongues. What does tongues do?
We'll put it in the chat.
So anyone who can understand one language can hear.
Spell grants a creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears. Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language can hear the target and understand what it says.
That's the thing. He doesn't.
Unfortunately, he doesn't speak.
That one.
Nor
So
can
while he can understand you. You get the sense, but
Yeah.
Can Neo
So-
read then?
no.
Why is he so stupid? Can anyone pretend they know how? Just vaguely read the letters, you know, if that kind of looks like an A.
Can we send Arwen to night school where she gets to learn how to read these languages?
Oh, I don't know how to read.
Okay, new plan. Every evening, Klari, you teach Arwen how to fucking read.
Clary's gonna have like Hugo and Arwen, Ruka sat there like have a chalkboard like they're students like ah.
Cat.
That's right. Fuck off. Sounds like a plan. Otherwise, yeah. Can Sir Brienne, Lady Aoife, either of you guys know any of this language
It's Celestial. Anyone know Celestial? Anyone at all?
in a
Oh.
temple?
Can I somehow read it through Ruka?
Ooh.
No, because Ruka is still, even though he's of celestial origin, is still like an owl, so has the intelligence of an owl.
Ruka, damn it. Teaching you all to read.
I'd like to point out me and Neil already know how to read.
Doesn't matter. Teach you again.
Teaching me again.
Or you could help me teach it.
Nah. I'm gonna stand and laugh.
Help.
No, I'm not helpful. That's the point. But yeah, Brienne, Lady Aoife, either of them happen to know Celestial?
Unfortunately not. We came to the same conclusion as you, that he can write in Celestial, but
Anyone got a book?
we lost a lot of people when Sir Lupin disappeared.
Go back to the house. There might be a book. He had loads of books.
Oh, we did have lots of books. Maybe he has a Celestial to Common translator.
You never know.
For all
He might.
I mean, we don't. He very, very well could. Is there a paladin spell called like comprehend? I know there's a spell, comprehend languages.
There is a spell, comprehend languages.
I think.
I wonder if it's a
Helena had it. She could speak anything, literally everything, and read everything.
Oh yeah, warlock.
That
Warlock.
we never once had to read anything in another language.
No, we
It
did.
was the one time I could read everything.
Languages.
What?
Yeah, I knew there was a third spell with the ring.
Oh,
I've got it.
for the duration,
Duration,
you
you
understand the
understand it.
literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear.
Yeah.
You also understand any written language that you see. Oh, for fuck's sake!
I cast comprehend languages.
There we go. You cast comprehend languages. Yeah, Clary, you can now read what is written on the page.
It says, "Fuck off, I was sleeping."
I want to be the surface of the words of it, so I have to hold what he's just written.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, text as well. How long was it last? It was like one action. Oh, this lasts for an hour.
Yeah. So currently, what's written on the page is basically a lot of questions. It's like, Balsam returned. How can this be? I thought we took precautions. You know, that he must be the darkness I feel rising. Those sorts of things. What lies over this city?
Oh, jeez. That is a lot of questions we do not have the answers to. Can you now write in this language?
Well, I could just talk to him.
Oh yeah, we could. Oh yeah, we could just talk to him. Duh.
Me and Clary can both talk to him. I mean, actually, everyone can talk to him.
Everyone can talk to him.
Yeah. So he can hear common. He just can't write it.
Yes. Probably
This-
due to whatever's gone on with his
Yeah.
magic. That
So
has.
let's- Okay. So Balsam is back. We found him in a cave, the same cave we found Neo in.
Ooh. Can I?
He
Oh yeah, you carry on.
I was just like fill him in on like the very sort of basic outline of what we know and what's happened so far.
Mm-hmm.
So Balsam's back, found him in a cave, Neo lost his memories, he's got some of them back, he's in the desert, summoning an undead army, we're trying to stop him. Anything else I might have missed?
Can I quickly ask, why was Neo buried with Balsam but you weren't?
So
good.
Thank you very much.
So the answer is, he starts writing and takes, has to write a fair bit, which says that Guardians were left over all the different burial sites. No one was to know where all of them were to prevent them all being, to prevent any So they were kept. It was like a secret, like split up into different bits as to like who and where and why.
So Neo woke up because Balsam woke up, and then you woke up because Belladonna woke up.
So he was.
Or was it just a coincidence that they're in the same place?
If Balsam is awake, the others will probably all have woken. Belladonna specialised in raising the undead. Wherever she lay, wherever she would reside, the dead would not rest around her until we sealed her away. If she rose again, then she probably put her spells to work over this city.
Right. So they all sort of rose at the same time.
He's like, I was set over the crypts to prevent, if any rose, to prevent them escaping. Which is the effect that you saw, is his tomb created this aura that whenever the undead rose to the from the lower levels to the upper levels into it, they were dispersed and dissipated again.
Nice. Okay.
He also says that magic was set over Baltam's tomb specifically. If he rose, we would rise again to put him down. Where are the others?
Yeah, they're still stones.
What? He just says, what went wrong?
I don't know. You tell me. What was supposed to happen?
Each was supposed to rise to lead their people once more.
Oh, for God's sake. We're all elves. It's no good.
Yeah, that is a slight problem. We are lacking any dwarves, humans. I mean, you're not even from here, so.
You don't even go here.
You're not from here.
He just says the people were supposed to be united by those who knew what to do.
Oh, well, you didn't.
But no one knows what to
But
do.
Neo doesn't even know what to bloody do. He's got no head.
Says, what happened to Neo?
He's got no memory. Why does he not have
He
memory?
lost all his memories and he's now getting them back.
Literally, when he woke up, he's like, "Where the hell am I?"
He knew his name was Neo. Wait!
Wait.
Unless that's not his real name. Unless that's the name he gave himself when he woke up.
Do you know Neo?
Yes.
Is he your mate?
Yes.
Does he have horns?
I will-
Whirly whirly.
I will. I will.
Yes.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's Neo.
I
He just
will.
writes, I can see.
will
He's just looking at it.
yeah.
Oops.
I'll ask him. Yeah. Clary will ask who is Neo, and I will say, "Is Neo always been his name?"
It's like, yes, that Neo has always been his name.
Who is he?
Neo was our leader.
Point stuff.
Could have gone wrong that the others didn't wake up. Why? Was there anything in like
They
the
have
magic that didn't?
Like him, they were trapped in a massive silver box. I mean, let's face it. Neo woke up. How the fuck was he getting out of that cave or tunnel or whatever? Yeah. So do we now have to go around and find all the other leaders?
Do you know where
Because
the
not gonna
others,
lie, that sounds like a fucking cool adventure.
do you know where the others was left?
What the other? I mean, wait, which others? Which other what?
The other
These
guardians,
other guardians,
the other.
that's- yeah.
Well, for a few of them are still in that thing that we fell into. Orcs. We started all this. Yeah, there's like because that's how I got Hugo.
Yeah. Oh my god!
Hugo, really?
Yeah! I'll point to Hugo. Do you know that? Do you know Hugo?
Well, no,
Do you know him?
he was an egg.
They came from the same.
Yeah, he was an egg. But do you know? Does he know anything about an egg? A baby dragon egg?
Hold on.
Oh, this could be blown. I don't
Hugo in
know.
the same.
He says. He says Balsam was guarded by the 8.
Hold on. Tieflings, humans, elves, dragonborns, orcs, dwarves. 2 more.
I guess humans.
I said humans.
No, said humans.
So run me through what you've got again.
Tieflings, humans, elves, dwarfs, orcs,
Dragonborns.
dragonborns,
Yeah.
and then 2
Halflings.
Oh,
Gnomes. No, that is now 8.
yeah. Is that all of them?
He
Yeah, who
ranked
would
what is gnome.
Gnomes don't exist.
Gnomes. Alright.
A
We'll ask-
dragon's
we'll
one of them. Like
Okay,
full-on
can we
dragon.
ask Neo? Yeah, can we ask Neo to remind us who the 8 were?
Is he can
if he
fucking anything?
So the 8.
Boy, he's a dumb boy.
So the 8 are, you pretty much got it, are tieflings, humans, elves, orcs, dwarves, halflings, dragonborn, dragons.
Ah.
Wait, how the hell was an egg gonna do anything?
I guess it would be
Answer
raised.
that.
Dragon physics.
Good.
He didn't hatch for like a month, a week. I don't know how long it was. It was some time.
Mm-hmm.
How was that gonna help?
It was like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I'm asking the man.
The man.
Yes. Big stupid.
Well,
Big
maybe
stupid.
maybe it was to raise a good dragon. You know, maybe it wasn't. He wasn't going to be like some guardian, but maybe he was going to be raised as a leader of dragons.
Yeah, but why wasn't there like just a dragon down there?
Because I don't know. Maybe they didn't have any dragons at the time. There were. I don't know. Yeah, Neo, do you happen to remember at this time there wasn't
the
like a
boy.
baby dragon?
Yeah, she's like, well, whatever happened, presumably something magic was supposed to, probably like, I guess we couldn't fit a whole dragon down there, so I guess the egg was supposed to be aged in some way when we were all released.
He's not getting big when everyone else wakes up. I refuse. I refuse.
Why
He's
not?
my boy. He's my boy.
I know he's your boy, but he could be your
My
man.
boy.
I mean, he could still be your boy, but like massive. You know how like when you've got like the Great Danes who are still like really cute, all cutchy. Imagine that, like a massive dragon who's still all
He's
cutchy and
already growing up
No.
too fast. I can't handle this. He can't.
he literally still can't. He can't do the one thing the dragons
He
can do.
can fly.
Okay, he can like barely fly for like 5 minutes, but he's still a child. He's still a child.
I hope Stix isn't staying this because Arwen is getting a knife.
Stix is like, you know, saying it but in a lot nicer way.
Saying it
than-
while standing behind Neo. Saying it with a human shield.
Basically. Standing
What kind
behind.
of shoes are you wearing?
not fancy ones. Very, very basic ones. And you forget, I lived in nature a very long time. Taking my shoes.
Hugo, just throw a little bit of acid onto those shoes down there. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
Got my shoes.
Your shoes are now got holes in them.
Fine. And I just take my shoes off. Like, this is literally how I lived most of my life in the woods.
Yeah. You've been mildly inconvenienced.
Arwen's signature trademark. Mildly inconveniencing people. That's Arwen's 0. You go from that and then it's setting them on fire.
That's her 2.
That's when I'm feeling nice.
Mild inconvenience, draw weapon at guards, everything's on fire. That. Anyway, we have gone off topic. Okay, so what we've learned so far is that all of the guardians have probably woken up, which also means all of the lieutenants have probably woken up.
No, all the lieutenants have definitely woken up.
Yeah.
But
the guardians
have. Because when we went into the dragon cave,
yes,
one of the lieutenants was there.
Yeah.
We never saw any other people.
Yes, there was no guardian for him.
So
just down there.
I don't know if they've all actually activated.
Maybe not. Maybe not. But this thing of like, them having
the bear man, but I don't think it was the bear man.
People could sort of unite the world is kind of getting at me. So I'll just ask Andros, so what do you think would be is best to do then? Because we were just going to head to the desert now and try and take care of business, see if we can act as a sort of smaller strike team rather than a large army and take him out. But do you think it would be best to get some more allies and some more things like that on our side? As in, try and find allies and people to unite the world. I feel like we got the elves on board, didn't we? Mm-hmm. They said they would protect. And I feel like we've done some decent stuff here. Obviously, this isn't all the humans, but this is a decent human.
Well, we're buddies with the human council.
Yeah.
And orcs, they love us.
Orcs do love us. Yeah, we did.
Great orc friends.
Except for that time where I asked to get some of the shark teeth, but that was, I apologized.
And some dragons love us.
Yeah, we've got a stone dragon that likes us, an amethyst dragon likes us. Green dragons do not like us, but we
care that. So that one doesn't count.
Yeah.
All the alive dragons that we know like us.
So far.
And we freed those worms. So, and their tails. Wyverns.
Wyverns. Yeah. Oh yeah, that stuff's still going on, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll get to that later. I have great plans for that.
Barney's still going on or whatever, wherever. I remember where he is. He was in that city. Between the elves and the orcs.
Yeah, he's up there. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. So what is the plan? Andrew, what would you say the plan is now? Because things are getting pretty intense if the lieutenants are waking up and all that sort of stuff. Should we go and hunting for more guardians and more tombs and things like that? Or should we be going for it?
Was the dragon, the green dragon, was he the guardian? No, he can't have been. No, he can't. No, he wasn't. He wasn't. No.
Okay, you say he can't have been, but JJ gave a smirk. There was a definite smirk.
I just wish I'd thought of something like that.
Oh my god.
That, can you fucking imagine?
No, you would know that he wasn't
because he was part of the whole.
Because he was much older than he was several hundred. He was a few hundred years old.
Yeah, it just occurred to me.
And well established. He was an adult dragon that well established his own methods of doing things.
And he'd like taken over this place. It wasn't like rebuilding this place they had. He'd taken over it, done it up for himself.
What was that place? Do you think there was a dragon that didn't wake up in there? If that was like a dragon's lair, and like
I don't think so.
No, probably not. But I'm really reaching. But I think there's that really cool.
Yeah, Oakfin. Yeah.
What about the dragon we spoke to when we were in that forest?
Well, the amethyst dragon. Yeah.
She wouldn't have run away from the.
Yeah.
Next to us, but like.
Yeah, the amethyst dragon. Yeah. I mean, they were okay as far as we were aware. They were like going to hunt and kill us, but they decided not to because we seemed like too much of a bother. And then we spoke to them briefly, and yeah, they gave us some information.
Don't chill.
They didn't try to kill us.
No, they didn't try and kill us, but I distinctly remember them saying something like, "Oh, if it wasn't too much of a bother, I would eat you," or something along.
I don't know.
It was something along the lines of like, "You guys seem too strong for me to just pick up and eat, so I won't bother you right now." Yeah.
Are you still talking about the amethyst one?
Yeah.
I think the amethyst one was quite cool.
The amethyst one was quite friendly. Arwen gave us some gold and some jewels.
Huh.
We became friends.
Yeah, I thought at first it was like, oh, I was out hunting and you guys look tasty, but you look like too much of a problem for me to hunt. So, hi friends, how's it going? And it was a very tentative beginning. I thought I remembered, but maybe I'm just getting this wrong. Maybe Stix was just concerned because big dragon.
Possibly.
Okay, so yeah, Andrew, what do you think? Like, what do you think would be? What would you do in this scenario?
Let's locate Balsam. Combine forces. Yes, it says locate Balsam and combine forces. Establish his power. Strike before he regains his own.
So,
Oh, dude, I think he's got his power back.
yeah, so gain power, gain forces, and then strike. Okay, so we think we have the elves on our side. So I distinctly remember having a conversation where basically they said, yeah, we're cool to like defend against them and march on them, I believe. They said we're going to
Yeah,
march
the
on
last
them.
contact you had, or not the last contact you had with elves, but the last contact kind of on this subject, you declined the opportunity to join one of the scouting parties that was entering the desert because it was really clear to you that your position would be just as members of this force, and you'd have to, follow orders because it was clearly identified that you guys were not like great at following orders, so it was stressed that this might not be the best opportunity for you to be part of this, as you would most likely not be that helpful given.
Yeah, but they are actively pursuing this problem.
Yes.
It is okay. The humans, as far as we're aware, the humans are very sort of scattered in this whole human side. Like, as far as we know, they're not. Is there like a human army or a sort of, was it Western army? I'm assuming that. But I'm assuming
this was a problem that was being tackled on all sides because the desert is so large The
Yeah.
council is located with the elves. However, communication had been sent out that several parties were going to be sent out. A couple from the elves. If I throw you all back
I know the
onto world
dwarves
map,
were currently indisposed in their own civil war, basically.
so yeah, there was going to be a force sent out from Yelion, and one you could probably guess either from Ithamel or Calgrove. The humans were going to send out some forces, and you suspect the dwarves would have been contacted to do the same from their side. Because basically, you guys had guessed and with all the information coming from the tieflings, that this was where the problem was located within the desert, but it was trying to ascertain exactly where he was now originating from.
Yeah, so they're not just walking blindly into the desert hoping they find.
So,
Right.
as in any military campaign, you scout first.
Yeah. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. Stix remembers the Piper cast a spell to be able to speak to Lady Genevieve. So sending.
Yes.
Therefore, would Stix be able, if he had a spell scroll, to cast such a spell? Or if I was to give that to Arwen, would she be able to do that? Or Klari? Probably not Klari, third level spell yet, but because it all depends on how you do spell scrolls, because rules is written, no. But I remember we had a conversation where you said change it and blah blah blah.
So sending is a bard, cleric, or wizard spell.
Yeah.
And I believe you can only cast spells from a spell scroll if it is on your spell list.
Yeah.
If it is more than the level of spell with which you can cast, you then have to make an ability check to cast it.
Right. Which does mean that Klari can, in theory, with a good ability check, cast it. Sending. To basically speak to the elves. And I was thinking we could try and use a sending spell to see if they have heard back from any of their scouts yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thinking. Because if not, we go scouting. We probably go scouting anyway. Let's face it, we'll be better at the job. But any information they can supply or provide might be helpful.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm just trying to find the part in my notes. Doesn't matter too much precisely, but it's been about 3 weeks, I think, since... Yeah, I think it's been about three-ish weeks since since scouts were sent out. So yeah, there's a potential that they will have.
They
have made discoveries.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. We could maybe go find a magic shop and see if they have a spell scroll of a sending spell, and Klari, with an ability check, could use this spell and job to good. Well, not job to good, but we can find out if they've made any progress. If so, we can maybe think about gearing up for an attack. If not, we can go and into the desert and do our scouting thing like we'd originally planned.
Mm-hmm.
If everyone's on board with that sort of thinking. All right then. To the spell score. We'll be back, Andril. BRB.
Okay. You heading to Morgwin's again?
Yeah, we didn't ask about any sort of spell scrolls or anything
Okay.
like that before.
Yeah. You head there. She's sat behind reading this same book. She's slightly further away through it than she was the night before. She says, welcome back. How have things gone? Did things go well at the jeweller's?
Oh, I haven't been yet.
Ah, right. Well, what else can I do for you this morning? What are you after?
We were looking for a spell scroll that can allow us to send a message across vast distances.
Yes. Yes, a simple sending scroll, of course. These are more commonplace. I do happen, certainly for sending messages, I do happen to keep a couple on hand. They are reasonably powerful magic to send messages a great distance to people. Yes, but that time and effort goes into it. Sets will put the price at around 200 gold pieces.
Gold pieces. Yeah. I mean, I'm happy to put that. I'm going to get that from party fund.
Oh yeah, I was going to say party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool.
Party.
And then
Yeah, she produces a spell scroll of sending.
maybe I'm thinking we can try and get two, because this might be an ability check. Just in case it fails, we've got a backup.
We now only have 67 gold in the
That is
party.
fine. I will happily foot the money for this attempt, because it is Stix's faith in Klari, or rather non-faith in Klari, which is making buy another one. Not necessarily non-faith in Klari, but we've seen things go wrong before and we all died. So this is obviously not quite at that level, but still. And then to say, Klari, could you use a sending spell? Could you use one of these spell scrolls then to contact the guy who? It was a general person or a captain who told us, who basically gave us the offer of being a scouting party.
Mm-hmm.
Could she sending spell him?
Was
Maybe.
Celtigar?
Yes.
Yes.
Lord Celtigar Razortooth.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, let me write
So yeah.
Yeah.
Could you?
Well, everyone on the council has the title of Lord. It's
Oh, is he on the council?
Yeah.
Okay. Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Council.
yes.
Yeah.
So sending is a level 3 spell. If you don't have level 3 spell slots, then it will be an ability check to cast this spell.
Sweet.
If you have level 3 spell slots, even if you don't know sending, you can cast it no issue. You just need that level of spell. But if it's above your maximum level, then
I think that's a level 2.
Yeah, you have tongues, which is a 3rd level spell, but that's only because of that ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, it's not the highest DC, but a DC 13 spellcasting check, which will be intelligence for you.
Yeah.
So just straight D20 plus intelligence.
So just quick intelligence. Right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah! Fucking good thing we bought two.
You attempt to cast this spell, and unfortunately the unfamiliarity of it, you kind of trip and stumble over it, and the magic is consumed and dissipated, leaving the paper blank, without the successful casting, unfortunately.
And as it fizzles away, it just goes beep, 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 beep.
Does anyone have anything like guidance or something that we can give her to add to an ability check so that she?
Doubt it. But
Because I got rid of guidance in favor of something else. I can't quite remember what I got rid of it for, but
no, sorry.
Fortunately not.
My spells aren't for other people.
We'll go. No
Okay.
pressure. But if you
Attempting to try again.
I don't know what I need to do this.
I am. Hey, no, we're a team. We're the one that wanted you to do this.
No, I don't.
You're also the only one who can do this. So you are the arcane person in this party.
Nice.
18.
Ah.
Yeah, so you take a bit of time to study this second scroll, and you now move through it much more fluidly on the second attempt, and you successfully cast a sending spell. What message would you like to send? You have 25 words.
Oh shit! Yeah. You have 25 words. So we are in Roses. That is not a word. That also is not a word. So something like we're in Rosenzen.
Did the scouts return?
Yeah, did the scouts return? Do they have information?
On undead location?
On the desert.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, 15. Still got 10 words left. Undead location. Are we needed?
Mm-hmm.
Or do we? Do you want us to go there?
Or something like something about how many of like the different races do want to help, but not obviously not in all of those words. Because
are we? What allies do we have?
Yes. Because that was the whole council meeting at one point, wasn't it? About what's happening there, and they were all being fucking weird.
Will he know who this is from?
Yes, I believe so.
Excellent.
Needed.
So Clary.
What races are our allies in this? Yeah. Well, then you've only got 2 words left. What are you exactly going to do?
Love code.
Ooh.
Sincerely.
Are we needed? What races are our allies? Love, Clary.
Okay, can you read that back to me all at once if you've got it written down?
Leave it do the final count.
Yeah,
I love
23.
you guys just sitting on the ground, like outside, just being like, that's too many words. Is there 2 words? It's got an apostrophe in it.
We are in Rosen 7, is it?
Yeah, Rosen.
Did the scouts return? Do you have information on the desert? Are we needed? What races are our allies? Regards, Claire.
Okay, so there's a brief moment of silence, and then you get the reply.
It's gonna be a big 25.
I remember you,
Who are you?
Genevieve's friends. Scouts returned mostly. More sent. Information inconclusive. Allies should be everyone. Many scouts lost pursuing mercenaries and adventurers as options. Which I think gets me to a tight 25.
Why do they keep sending out scouts?
Because they don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but like they're just killing all of their men. Just send a massive friggin' army.
That is a logistical nightmare. And
currently it's
requires knowing what you're walking into as well.
Well, undead and vampires.
Yeah, but where are they? How many of them?
Just
how do you get there? What are the safe travel routes?
Surround the desert.
These are the questions that the military people.
I'm explaining it. You surround the desert completely with all of the people, and then just walk in a straight line. Then you'll all come together in a nice little bundle, and then you'll all kind of like be in a nice little thing, and then.
What do you do when it's dangerous, and what do you do when there are monsters and you've got a line of people? What do you do when the weather's bad? How do you get food to all those people?
Well, you just take your own food. Pack lunch.
I mean, depending on where you're going in the desert, you could be travelling for several weeks.
Well, that seems like a you problem.
It's going to be a you problem if you go there.
It's not me problem. I'm a
Okay.
great.
Here's my idea. We buy this fine establishment out of sending spells.
Right.
We go to the desert, see what's what, and then sending spell all the information we can. Come back, and I take a nap on my hammock. Sounds like a pretty good plan.
Yeah, why aren't they doing that? Like a constant update.
Because as established, people who can do magic are not as commonplace. Especially this magic, which is quite difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, a bard can do it.
Yes, but a bard has to be the equivalent of a level 5 adventurer to get level 3 spells.
A
Yeah.
wizard can do it.
Again, you've got to have enough adventuring experience to get to level 5, which is quite a lot. Like, comparatively, now you guys at level 11 are are reaching the upper echelons of the most powerful people in the country.
Sick. Red and blue wizard men, they could probably do it.
Probably.
Fucking.
If they knew the spell. Not all wizards know sending. They have to learn it from a scroll.
Yeah, wizards can know whatever they want though.
For the most part.
So yeah, is that our plan now?
Yeah.
Go to the desert.
Why not?
What we can find out. We have been saying we're going to do that for like literal months now.
We might as well.
Weeks. Might as well do it now. Fuck it.
I mean, before we go, let's have a last nice peaceful day.
I definitely like the thought of doing this festival.
Mm-hmm.
And here in this festival, and eating and drinking to our heart's content, being merry before we go into a desert full of undead things and ultimately die.
Yeah. Good plan. Love it.
Fucking perfect. All
I'd like
right.
to go sell this tiara
All right.
now, please.
Okay.
And Stix summons Elvis outside and goes on a stroll.
Okay.
But, or no, actually, no. Stix just goes, I'll be at the half pint, meet you there. There'll be a drink for you when you get there. Be quick, get warm or cold. I don't know which one you least prefer. I can make it warm or cold, so if you're not there, you have to decide which one it's going to be. And I head off to the half pint while she goes and sells a tiara.
Okay. Klari, are you going with Stix? Are you going with Arwen?
I'm going to get a drink.
Oh, I thought Arwen was getting a drink. Was Arwen?
She's going to thing a tiara, to sell a tiara.
I'll go with Arwen.
She was eating tuck this.
And like an insight check and make sure they're not calling
Thank you.
Okay. So you head to a duelist, make an investigation check.
Gold in this. Great, that's good.
It takes you ages and ages, and you are trawling through the streets by the time, and you find a couple that are closed for business, and clearly the owners have gone out, and you're just because you think you remember, and you like head over that bit, and you're like, oh, maybe there was one, and then you head over, they're also closed.
Stupid people.
Eventually you find one that's open, but it's taken you like 2 hours.
My drink is going to be warm or cold now.
And you've walked like what feels like the equivalent of round and round the city twice, and your feet hurt. But you do find one that is open.
Oh, hallelujah.
You make your way inside. There is small sort of jewellery pieces and things like that on display. A little bell tinkles when you enter it. As it does so, like a beaded curtain is pulled back, and you see coming out like very very well decked out in an elegant dress, like studded with jewels and gemstones and things like that. Indeed, their skin is studded with jewels and gemstones. Inlaid into, well, their scales is a blue dragonborn. Some of their scales have been replaced with, you can see, very fine blue sapphires, which means in the light of the shop, as they sort of turn their head, blue little lights reflect off the walls and things like that.
I can't tell if it's really cool or really tacky. I'm not saying it out loud, don't worry.
Okay. And they sort of reach the counter, and you can see they're reasonably short, and just puts their hands like sort of like under their chin on the counter. She's like, "And what can I do for you?"
Do you want a tiara?
Ooh, a tiara, you say, Mag? Oh, I do love a different piece from now. Everyone's so boring.
I know, right?
Can I have earrings? Oh. Can I have a necklace?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Just splash out. Go a bit wild, Try something different. A tiara.
Go.
You're not sure.
My dude, I feel you. Home. Dude.
Home skillet.
Amen. Preach.
Preach, my guy. Preach.
I'll whip it out.
Yeah, they pull out like a little like a jeweler's eyeglass, and like put it into one eye, and like turn their head and just like start looking at it, and you can see like one magnified like electric blue eye. Just like turn their head and Hold up to light. Very fine, very fine. Quite old. And you are looking to part with this piece?
Yeah.
Are you looking for cash or an exchange? I do have many fine pieces for you all to look at, my dear.
Cash, please.
Okay.
Thanks.
So much for being bold, but
I mean,
I would say I do not judge, but I judge very harshly.
Me too.
I'll take this off your hands for 750 gold pieces.
Clary, is that good?
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah,
Good.
go for it.
Bear in mind, she rolls a 21 automatic.
Oh, that's my.
Oh no, 19 automatically.
I was saying,
Up,
that's
up,
not
up, up,
high.
up, up,
Where are the
buckets.
eyes?
Up. Alphabetical order.
Tis a 19.
19. You get the sense that they are trying to undercut in order to better themselves in this arrangement.
They're lowballing.
Yeah, it's a low ball offer to begin with.
Well, I mean, I do want to part with it, but you know, I could always wear it next week to that ball, I guess.
Oh, you should. You would look fabulous with it on. Although I do hope that to the ball you have a different outfit in mind, because this attire seems to be somewhat stained in blood. Oh my, you haven't got any on the carpet, have you? No, good. Okay, fine.
No, I take pride in my shoes.
Your shoes. How interesting. Just shoes?
My shoes are very bold. You may be bold with your jewellery, but I am bold with my shoes.
Each to their own.
So, from one bold person to another, could you go any higher?
Oh, I suppose I could stretch a little higher.
Definitely could, I know.
What about eight? How does 850 sound?
8 feet. Ooh, ooh. I'm liking it, definitely. Can Clary do another insight check?
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
19.
Woohoo!
They have whatever you picked up on in the first instance. You're not catching. Although there is a lot of emotion and expression to this character, the Dragonborn physiology combined with the salesmanship means you're not getting a read on them at this moment in time. You two will have to use your intuition to see whether or not.
I'm scared that I'm going to insult them. Like, I don't want to be like, give me more money, and then they're like, go away. I might have to just go with it. I mean, it's more than. Wait, how much did the other person offer?
200.
Oh yeah, take my tiara. I place it upon their head.
You see, immediately pull out a mirror. It's like,
You look gorgeous, darling.
no, it's not quite the right shape.
It's too small for your gorgeous head.
I mean, I always look fabulous. Don't get me wrong.
No,
but
yes, I know.
this is not the piece for me to pull off. I need something with a little more flair, a little more colour,
A little bit more blue.
a little bit more blue. Of course,
Of
you
course,
see,
of course.
you're speaking my language. Of course. Yeah. And they pull out. Well, they don't pull out 850 gold, but they pull out 850 in platinum.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a little bit more convenient for you, which would be 85 platinum.
Oh, can I just write it in gold?
You can write it in gold if you want.
Oh, I don't know.
That'll put you on 2,355 total. I'll do 2,355 total. I'll do the maths for you. It's fine.
Thank you. I don't like it.
I know it is not your forte.
No. or my tute.
Okay. You guys all going to meet Stix at the half point?
Yeah. Unless Klari needs to do anything while we're out on the town.
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, well, you eventually make it to the half point. I mean, it is, kind of like the lunchtime rush. So it's quite busy at the moment. You can see that the familiar red-headed figure of Molly is behind the bar. Damien keeps, coming in and out of the kitchen with like platters of food and like bowls of stuff. Things are quite busy at the half point at the moment.
Oh, cape was the bat cape.
Cloak of the Bat, if you're looking for it.
Thank you. I was just trying to type. I realised I didn't add it to my. You still put bat cape.
I still put bat cape because you asked me to write
can
it
you please
on your sheet because you can
I
be
can't
bothered
reach
to.
the keyboard.
Ask Ben
so
to do.
old.
When you ask Ben to do things, he doesn't sit down.
The dinosaur cannot cope with their small arms.
It's always
Admin was the downfall of the dinosaurs.
No.
Hello. Oh, really? You're gonna get at me at capitalizing now?
Everything else
Dra-
is capital.
The
Cloak of
thing-
Bat.
Literally all that. None of it is capitalized.
Oh no.
Crystal
Okay. Bracelet of magic
Dagger.
mouth scroll.
What's
Dagger paper slip. Well, I don't know. I don't know what your shit is.
This is why I shouldn't be allowed to put things in my own inventory because
I mean,
slip of dark blue paper.
Oh no, he's looking through.
I mean, when you compare it to Arwen's sheet, it's Arwen's sheet has exquisite examples as slightly magic, not rock.
Look, I didn't know it was a Hugo egg at the time.
That was Hugo's egg.
That was a rock. And it was slightly magic, and then I realised it wasn't a rock.
I'm the one that's a glow stick.
Also,
Well-
dead fishman scales necklace, probably bad.
Well, it was probably. I didn't want to accidentally wear it.
Well, do you want to know what my notes were for Andril, if it makes anyone feel better? I didn't write anything about his cool things or anything. No, I just wrote solar-powered skeleton.
Nice. Good stuff. Oh, my notes about people. Ooh, they're great. I don't think I have any good ones on here at the moment.
Dragon
you should all-
hide. Oh, dragon belt. Yeah.
You should all be like Stix and have a perfectly clean,
Bolts.
20 bolts for my crossbow.
You've also written, I've just realised, Steel Fist, but you've put it Steal, which means he steals things, not he has a fist of steel.
Thought it was spelled
You've
the
called the man a
same.
thief, right? But that's fine.
I think I'm in
Um,
holy oil. It's technically not what it is.
Yeah, because you picked up holy oil and I got
Is
holy
it different?
water.
I thought you bought 2 holy waters and gave me one. It's
Oh
really
no,
good.
yeah, I did. No, yeah, there is a difference.
Why did I put oil?
Because, well, I don't know. But there you go. Anyway, we've got away from
Lord
Yeah.
Brimboss.
mhm.
He is rich and a slut.
Magic, not rock.
Yes, Lord Brimboth is rich and a slut.
Where is it? Okay. It makes sense.
Yeah,
I don't know.
when you come in, so I'm sat there and I've got 4 drinks and I bought them all. And I'm like, oh, hi guys. So I decided to wait for you before I got drunk because that just seemed very sad. Getting drunk on your own. However, I slightly forgot which one was mine. So I've decided to heat up 2 of them, leave 2 of them to go cold.
Yeah.
it is up to you to decide which one. I heated them up with produce flame, and I just left the other ones to go slightly lukewarm.
Yeah, so Stix, you did this like an hour ago or something. You know, it took them a long time to find a jeweler's.
Oh yeah. So now
so they're now all cold again, or well, they're now all lukewarm.
I made sure to keep 2 of them like.
Okay, so you've been repeatedly warming 2 of them, leaving one to just go room temperature, and presumably drinking a cold one yourself.
Yes. Also, Elvis is in there. That was a
This
fun.
is definitely not in the bar.
I would like to.
What if you're sat next to a window and
persuade
his head's
you.
just...
Yes. No. Yeah. That's the plan. His head's poking through the window, and we're here. But the thing is, I summoned him with his head poking through the window. That's how his antlers got through. So
Lovely.
He's stuck.
He is stuck. I will have to resummon him, but he's been great company, feeding him wood chip table. Which we won't get into how that's technically cannibalism for him, but we'll go for it. And he doesn't eat any of them; he just spits them all out. Obviously, into some of your you're going to have to pour some wood chip.
Swallow.
Good point.
People chewing gum.
Eating.
No.
Well, took a start.
So yeah, it was busy when you arrived, Stix, and you arrived sort of like in this like lunchtime rush, but things have since died down. Molly and Damon have sort of like gone off, and now Lena is just sort of working the few tables and like doing like the last little bits of cleaning up when your companions eventually join you.
How long are we planning?
On staying here, I don't know. I just figured it was a place where we could all meet and grab a quick drink to commend ourselves, because we haven't really commended ourselves for the fact that we fucking saved a city. I mean, come on.
Hell yeah.
For at least an hour.
I don't know why.
Because I realised that Ruka died in that fight and I've forgotten to do something.
Oh, yeah, that's quite sad. Would you not have done that like last night or something?
Oh, that wasn't. That's a good point, actually.
Yeah, you can just mark up the materials, and we can. Yeah, I'm not worried about that at all.
Cool. When is all this festival stuff? Could I have tried to keep an ear out for like when all this festival?
It is ongoing throughout.
Right, go on like throughout the day, but
Yeah,
like,
I mean, you recall from the previous days that stuff happens sort of throughout the day.
Oh yeah, I mean like some kind of final kind of thing, and also keeping an ear out for this Aldrich.
Mm-hmm. Ardrick.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's say that's the name I came up with on the spot. Yeah. So the like finals, as you put it, is like day 7 is like closing.
Right.
That's when they do there's like another like set of like big speeches from Lord Rickard and Lord, oh god, what's his name? Lord, oh why is he not in this set of notes? Why is he not in this set of notes? I've lost the name. Oh no, sorry, he is in this set of notes. I just am blind. Lord Motzignir, who is a dwarven lord who sponsors the event.
Right. Cool. So yeah, I guess if there's no rush, then
And so that's when they do, because each day has each sort of like set has like a grand prize, and while they do lots of little prizes throughout each individual day, all the grand prizes are announced at the end.
Might I have heard anything in this quite long time I've been sat here now about this person where he might be residing, so that I might ask him about this belt?
Yeah, I mean, roll an investigation check. This would be quite a high DC because you are just in one of many taverns that.
Investigation. 9.
Unfortunately, not. In that time,
Yeah.
you've not heard anyone mention the name Ardric or anything like that.
Well, this is very boring. But yeah, just pretty much constantly trying to keep two of these mugs warm, so that when they come here, 2 of them are warm. There's a big guess. Ha! That's for keeping me up. That's for keeping me waiting.
Well, your companions do arrive. They can enjoy those beverages to some degree, or they can get onto their own. What would you all like to do? It is after lunch now, early afternoon time.
I don't know. I guess go check out the stuff in the festival. I guess. Yeah. I mean, in the previous days there was games and all sorts of shit going on.
Yeah. So as you walk through the streets, there are still a lot of those going on. You walk past one of the drinking tents that is in the midst of another round of a drinking competition and things like that. There are lots of these various games and things are on throughout the week. So if you wanted to go back to any of them, you could. It's up to you. As you're walking through, you see sort of like in one of the squares near this large park where most of these events where most of the festivities centered around. You see a small group sort of gathered around quite a long table, and you catch sort of through them that there are a number of cages on the table. Oh, that's not good.
Again. Wasn't it this time last week as well?
Yeah, it was pretty much this time last week that it went down. That's not good. Well, that says we're fine, but we've lost the call. Let's try picking back up the call. Let's try picking back up the call. Hopefully that's not really doing anything. Let's try that. Alright, we'll be back in just a moment, hopefully. Okay, we are all back up and running. So what was the last thing you heard?
Last thing we heard was there was a bunch of cages.
Yes, okay, so there's a bunch of cages. They have wooden sides and metal grating in the top of them. And pushing in close, you can see that there are small, long green and brown lizards in each of the cages. There is a long table which has boards just roughly bolted to the sides to make a long track, and then at the other end there is a little wooden pen, and there are 5 little hooks at the end. Each one has a small piece of jerky just stabbed into it. And as you get close, you can hear a lot of people talking and exchanging and placing bets and stuff like that. And there's this old dwarf with what sort of like white hair like around the side of his head and like bald on top, and he's got a large, almost it almost looks like a work belt, but he's like pulling like different coins out and like pulling like little bits of paper out and writing little notes to people as they're like placing bets and things like that.
Can I go up to the cages and just sort of start speculatively looking at them and cast Speak with Animals?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You cast Speak with Animals. What do you say?
I would like to say, hey, little guys, I can see you're all in cages, and I'm assuming you're being sort of, forced into doing this. This. Would you like, do you like it in here, or would you like a little bit of freedom, or okay?
Yeah, like you get several voices sort of like pipe up at you once from the 5 lizards in the cages, and they're all just like, run, food, race, run, race, run, food, run, nom, nom, nom.
Okay.
Race.
Okay. So they like doing it.
Pardon?
Okay,
yeah, you get the sense that they're like happy and excited and.
Okay, cool. Right. Just checking.
Yeah, and looking at them, you can see they all look like well looked after. None of them are like scarred or malnourished or anything like that.
Wait. I'm just gonna. Okay, be honest. Which of you is the fastest? Which of you usually wins?
A couple of them sort of like spin around and and they're both like me. I win most. And then there's another one sort of like in the middle. It's like I win too. It does that sort of like lizard like head bobbing thing.
I won that one.
And then there's another one that's like, win some. I try.
Oh, that's adorable.
And he's like talking to these lizards, like the dwarf's voice, like suddenly calls out really loud, like, "Any more bets? Well, any more bets?"
Yeah, I would like to put a bet on, please. I will support the care of these animals. What's the standard bet?
Well, you can kind of place as much as you like. I mean, up to don't go mad. Most people put a few silver and stuff on, but we got some gold to spare if you're willing. You place your bet, and if your lizard wins, you get back double your bet. If your lizard comes in second, you get back half your bet. If your lizard loses, nada. All your gold's mine.
Then I would like to place a bet of.
Yeah, you got these 5 little beauties here. You got Janog. He's our favorite today, and but closely followed by Befor. Befor's not doing too badly either.
Who's the one that does this?
That excitable chap is Tarek. Tarek is doing all right. And then you got Umki and Nas, and not having a good day. But they have been known to do well from time to time. Just not running that well today. And you can see like he's got like a little like chalkboard like clipped onto like the back, which has like the results of like the number of races run and who has like which one has won. So you can see like kind of like see the odds, and so like over the course of the day the odds might change slightly for like a lizard or two. But currently like Janog is the favorite. Has odds of I need a calculator actually to work out these odds, so I can give them to you.
I don't understand odds. I'm betting on the cute one that does
Has
this.
odds of like 1 in 3. Bofok and Tarek have odds of like 1 in 4. Umki is like 1 in 6, and Nas is 1 in 12.
Ironic for some Nos.
So Arwen's betting on Tarek.
Yeah.
Okay, how much are you betting on Tarek?
How much is normal bet? Like.
Well, he said most people put down a few silver, but
3 silver.
He's
I'm gonna put down 3 silver.
like he's got a few gold to spare. It's not like This is like, like most people are just like, they bet a little bit. But
I'll put down 1 gold.
you can put down a whole gold. Okay.
A whole gold.
You big spender, you.
I know.
I am to put down 5 gold on Numki. It's a cute name.
Okay. 5 gold on Umki.
Numki, yeah.
Okay. Klari.
Are you placing bets on lizards?
The list's different sizes.
They all look are roughly around the same size.
Do any of them look slightly smaller?
Not especially. Like, maybe Nos looks like the smallest one, but it's marginal.
And I will place a bet on that lizard.
Okay.
Is there a minimum bet?
No, there's no minimum bet.
How much do you guys put up?
I put down 5 gold, but Arwen only put down 1.
Yeah.
Put down 3.
3 gold. Okay. All right. He calls out. It's like, any more? And a couple other people like place a couple of quick bets. It's like, all right, that's it. Are we ready for the next race?
Yay.
It's like okay, and then he like goes over and like there's like a single like handle that's like connected to all the fronts, so you can just pull it up all in one. Everyone sort of gets like real hushed as like the race starts. Everyone sort of like quiets down a little bit. It's like, on your marks, get set, cheer for your favorite. And he like yanks it up, and the lizards just start blasting down track. And someone roll a d12 for me.
Ooh, shoot. Oh,
1.
that.
And they're running, and this one is just a like runaway. The favorite Janog just absolutely destroys the competition in this one, and you can see Bofok and Torek are like a close second in like the outside, sort of like 2 lanes side by side on one side, and then Umki and Nos kind of just like, it seems like they just get a bit distracted halfway through. Someone has like it looks like someone spilt some beer on the table, and they both like stop and just start like licking at that. And you see this like dwarf runs over and like quickly like sort of like scoops them both up and like shuffles them off, and they don't like run down and start like chewing on their little bits of meat across the finish line. And you're just like quickly like scrubbing the table. It's like, God damn it, don't want drunk lizards, not again. And he's like, well, there you have it. Our winner for the 8th time today is Janog. Now, who do I owe money? Hopefully
Me.
none of you. And then you see like quite a lot of people coming over. It's like, right. And then he's like, you see with like very practiced efficiency, he like pulls out like a rack of like coins and just like quickly starts like rapidly like firing it into people's hands.
Nice.
And lizards, you can see, have like, they're well trained. Like once they've like consumed their little bit of meat down the end, they start sort of like pattering their way back up, and like they get like a bit mixed up and like end up in like different cages and stuff. But they all end up in one cage or like one individual cage. There's like little like bowls of water and stuff in there, and he goes around and like scoops out some more meat from like a bucket on the table and like puts it on the spikes all again. And then like some of the people drift away from the crowd, some more people have drifted over while it's going on, and like the whole process starts again. And yeah, he like calls out like 20 minutes to the next race, place your bets, blah blah blah, and goes through it all again.
Damn it, I got 5 gold.
Yeah, actually, roll a. Sorry, I forgot to do second. Roll a second d12 for me, someone.
Oh, second d12. I'll let someone else do it this time. I'm a benevolent god.
Okay, same one. Roll again. 12. Okay, yeah. So,
Ah.
should've done this. So, actually, coming in second is so it would only have been like Umki that got distracted, and like coming in second is Nos, like to quite a surprise. So there's only a couple of people that come up to claim their money, but coming in second, so that you get half your bet back. So Klari, you put in 3 gold, so you get a gold and 5 silver back. So you're still down a little bit, but you haven't lost out completely.
Look at that. We're all winners now. Except for me. I lost badly.
And so did I.
So nice.
But it's okay. Yeah. You sticking around for another round, or are you moving on to something else? Do you want to go back to any of the games you went to before?
I want to see the knitted mimic man.
And you want to go back to the knitted mimic man?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You want to try and win yourself another mimic?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me find my mimic rules. Where
Is Clive.
Where are my mimic rules? Why are they not? Why can I not? I've got like 8 different like things written down here, and for some reason I can't find my.
It's okay. We can come back a different time for the mimic man.
Yeah, no, I've got like the coconut shy, I've got the rock smash, I've got the pie eating contest, the drinking contest, the arm wrestling. Oh, there it is. Spot the mimic. It was hiding.
Couldn't spot the
I
mimic.
couldn't spot the mimic. No.
You don't get a squishy mimic.
So, you remember how this works? Clive the mimic is hiding in a room full of fake furniture.
No, Clive is the man.
Clive is the man?
Clive was the man.
I thought Clive. Did I not name the mimic Clive?
Clive the mimic man.
Oh, okay.
The knitted mimics.
Okay.
I don't know what
I
the
mean, maybe his mimic is also called Clive. We don't know.
I'm pretty sure I named the mimic and not the man.
Oh.
So I think the mimic is called Clive.
Oh, okay. What's the man called? I
Uh,
know
that-
his wife makes the mimics.
Yes. The man is Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Hmm.
Sebastian.
Let's go with that. Yeah, so you remember how this works there. Clive the Mimic is hiding in a room full of fake furniture. It's 3 copper pieces to play, and you have 3 guesses to spot him.
Yeah.
So basically 3 chances to roll a perception check. And,
I'm back.
yeah?
Hi.
Yeah,
It's
so
me
the same thing
again.
happens. It's like, oh, hello, nice to see you. You played before, then?
Hey, Clive.
Yeah, he like rolls down the curtain, and Clive goes and hides amongst the room and rolls it up, and so you can pay your 3 copper pieces and take your 3 guesses.
Have 4.
You just can get rid of 4. Okay,
It's a tip for the mimics.
much obliged.
What am I rolling?
3, well, up to 3 perception checks.
Is that perception?
No, that's performance.
Is that
What?
perception?
No, it's the one with the 6 next to it.
Excellent. Do I win?
You do win.
Yes!
Hey.
I know Clive a mile away.
Well, so you are again presented with the bag of stuffed little pieces of furniture that when
I get this time.
when folded inside out. Which one did you get before?
I got the sofa
You
before.
got the sofa before. You get the bookcase this time.
Oh! What did I name it last time?
Reversible mimic plush sofa. Is what you named it before.
And it is now Steve.
Steve. Copy.
We have a string of plushes for an adventuring party.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You have won yourself prize.
This has made me very happy.
That's good. Well, any last little bits or anything anyone would like to do before we wrap things up?
We're gonna find the guy next week for your thing. For Stix.
Yes.
I can buy my leather armor next week
Okay.
because I'll have a look at loads of different stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool. Yeah. Then not really. No.
Okay.
Focus on that belt and just sort of
Okay.
looking
so
around.
Plan next week is to look at some armor, see if you can find and Vic or whatever I called him. I need to write that down because I will forget during the week.
You forgot
Ardvik.
Yeah,
Ardvik.
Ardvik. I'm gonna write that down now. This is a problem when you come up with names. Ardvik. That'll do. Good dwarven name. Ardvik. Yeah, you look for Ardvik, try and see if you can buy a belt dwarven kind off him. Look for some leather armor for Arwen, see if you can get something a little bit special, potentially. Yeah.
Nice.
And then long-term plan is to scout the desert.
Mm-hmm.
Scout the desert.
Mm-hmm.
Get shit going there. Finally, we should probably do some prep as well at some point on like desert travel and surviving in a desert, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So probably try and buy some supplies for that. But yeah, that's the plan. It's the base plan.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
No.
Excellent. Well, I very much look forward to next week. Well done, guys. You made it a session, and Arwen didn't threaten a guard or kill anyone.
I know.
You distracted me with
Very-
stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's great. I'm gonna quickly end things. Cut here before she threatens a guard.